They show that the average person who stayed up exclusively without any rest or sleep for 8 or 9 days would most likely come to their demise, die. The longest ever tracked was 11 days. Now, what happens if we don't sleep enough? Many of us sleep inadequately, so little that it's very, very frightening. If you're supposed to sleep 8 hours, and how do we know that that's the number? From great sleep authorities like Dr. Clement out of Stanford University. Out of the several hundred books that I literally read on the subject, my favorite is The Promise of Sleep. He's still teaching in his late 80s. We've had some of my guests here from Hippocrates go and audit his classes, and I keep threatening I hope I get to do that before he's retired. But what I learned from him is that the average person throughout our life require 8 to 8.5 hours of sleep. Now, some of you really only need 7, and some do need 9, but an average of 8 to 8.5 hours. The perfect world is you take the 8 hours a night and you nap for 10 to 20 minutes in the afternoon. Now, in our high-speed, crazy world we live in, that's difficult. The only time I may do that by mistake is on a plane occasionally. People like Einstein and Edison were great nappers and great sleepers. What we do know is that you shorten lifespan from lack of sleep. What we do know is that sleep deprivation or sleep lack or loss is cumulative. University of Buffalo some 32 years ago published a study that was remarkable. They taught me something I never knew before. If you're an 8-hour sleeper, and for every day of the year, 365 days, you only sleep 7, at the end of that specific year, you have lost 365 hours of your life. That adds up to several weeks of your future life. What happens if you sleep 3 or 4 hours and are supposed to sleep 8? Well, can you imagine every single year you've lost months of your life? Sleep is important. Try everything naturally you can. Contemplation, meditation, de-stressing. That's number 1. Next to that, the natural sleep meds, herbs, homeopathic, etc. And here's where I'll break the lines. If you've tried all of that and really done due diligence on it and it doesn't work, find a good doctor and temporarily take the pharmaceuticals, getting the brain back into sleep patterns and then slowly but surely come off them. You must sleep. If I wanted to kill you, I could do it with meat and dairy food. It's going to take a long time. I'd much rather do it if I wanted to kill you with sleep deprivation.